welcome to another episode of the Darkives. I'm Jamie talking to Leo.
And I'm Leo listening to Jamie.
And this week we are going to get into the deadliest single bear attack in written record.
Like in the whole world?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going back to Japan this week to talk about the Sankebetsu bear incident.
All right, yeah. What's this about?
I am going to preface this episode. This is nothing new for you guys. I am American, so I am going to do my absolute best with these Japanese pronunciations, but grant me a little grace here. I'm going to start this by getting into the background of bears in Japan.
Okay.
There are two bear species, the Asiatic black bear and brown bears. The Asiatic black bears have been on Japan for at least 500,000 years, while brown bears have only been there for about 30,000 years.
Okay. Are these brown bears kind of like our grizzly bears?
Yes, I'm going to kind of get into their size comparisons so you have a better image of what we're working with here.
Okay.
The brown bears now only live on Japan's northernmost island of Hokkaido, which is where this story is going to take place. While bear attacks are nothing new in Japan, like this year, Japan is actually having a record-breaking year of bear fatalities.
In 2025?
Yes, 2025.
Okay.
But this story involves the Usuri or Ezo brown bear, and this bear is the third largest land bear and the fourth largest bear overall. That specification is because of the polar bear.
Yeah. But still, it's a big bear.
Yes, only the polar bear, Kodiak, and Kamchatka bears outdo this big boy. So you can picture a Kodiak, that's more North American.
Mm-hmm.
It is only slightly smaller than the Kodiaks.
Yeah. Big bear.
Mm-hmm. These bears can weigh up to 880 pounds or 399 kilograms and stand between 6 to 9 feet or 1.8 to 2.75 meters high. They are massive. So we are on Japan's northernmost island, as I mentioned, in December of 1915. Hokkaido had been inhabited by the Ainu people until about 1869, when the Japanese people from the main island moved up and began to colonize the island. So the Ainu people were forced to assimilate to the Japanese cultures and way of life. Now, the reason I bring this up is because this village that we're in, Sankebetsu, it was still new.
New to the modern Japan.
Yes, like this was considered just like a small little pioneering village. This is important because wildlife sightings were pretty common. Like this was in the middle of the forest, kind of close to the sea, but it was still a newly developed area.
Okay.
In mid-November of 1915, a bear was sighted near the Ikeda home in Sankebetsu, and the person who saw him claimed that the bear stood nearly 9 feet tall, and he estimated the bear to weigh about 750 pounds.
So on the upper end of what these bears can be.
Mm-hmm. The Ikeda family, managed to shoot the bear, but in what will turn out to be a pretty detrimental mistake, did not track it down as it fled back into the forest.
So they've wounded a bear, and then they just left it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So now it's sitting in the forest just stewing. Just getting real revved up about people.
Could be dying. We don't know.
Could be. It's not. But it could have been.
Oh, so we know this is the bear that this story's about.
There's no way to tell for sure if it's the same bear, but the bear that we are going to be talking about is about the same size as what this person claims they saw. So I think it's a very safe assumption to say this is the same bear.
Okay, so we got a pissed off bear that's been shot, hanging out in the woods.
Yep.
Okay.
Right next to the village. And he's ready to do some damage.
All right, what's he get into?
Well, on December 9th, Abe Mayu was at home caring for a neighbor's child, Hasumi Mikio, when the bears somehow got in the house and mauled them. We've started.
Broke into the house.
Yeah,
Hey, they're big bears.
Yeah. That's a break into me.
Yeah, bears are pretty. They go into houses quite often in areas that they're comfortable around people.
Yeah.
They'll like climbing through windows and stuff like that. They know where the food is, and they become big raccoons basically. Like I
Yes.
know black bears act like that. I would assume that all types of bears kind of act like that.
There was a post many moons ago on the internet somewhere, and a bear had broke into a governmental building in California. And the joke was, well, you can't put a bear on the flag and then expect him to not show up for the meetings.
So dumb.
It is so dumb. But yes, bears breaking in, not new. This one, the problem is that he came in to kill.
Yeah, he came in, maimed a little bit,
He mauled them, yes.
mauled them.
But it gets worse.
Well, for these two,
Mm-hmm. So he bit the child on the head,
ooh, okay.
killing them, and then dragged Abe into the forest. Like, took her out of the home, dragged her into the forest, and the scene was described as looking like a slaughterhouse.
Mm.
Yeah. He came in and did some immediate damage.
Seems like a pissed off bear.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. The next day, a 30-man search party set off into the woods trying to find either the bear or Abe, and they would eventually find the partial remains of her.
Partial remains.
Yeah.
How partial we talking?
That it was just described as partial. I do know that the bear, in an attempt to try and save this meal for later, sorry to describe this woman as a meal, but the bear had attempted to bury her in snow.
Refrigerating his leftovers, really, is what he's doing.
Ew. Ew.
I'm sorry, I know this is a person,
Yes.
but
But that is kind of what the bear's-
1915, is it too soon, everybody? I'm sorry.
But I mean, you're also not wrong. Like, that's kind of what the bear was doing.
So he had a snack, put it away, and then they found her. Okay.
And they also did find the bear nearby.
Oh, they did.
Yes, so this party made contact with the bear. Like, they tried shooting at it, but it once again disappeared into the woods. So this is now the second time that this bear has been shot at and just disappears. Now that the people were sure that this bear was a man-eater, they kind of came up with this little plan of attack on how they were going to stop the bear from doing any more damage. They set a trap at the house where the other two had been attacked, thinking that maybe the bear might come back looking for more food later that day. At the house next door, the Miyoki residence, they had a 50-man security crew set up posted outside the house.
How many people were in this settlement?
Enough to do a 50-man security detail.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so 50 men ready for this bear.
Yeah, so this plan actually did work, as the bear did come back that same night and was once again shot. This time they for sure shot it. But instead of fleeing in the woods, this is crazy that the bear did this. The bear took off and everybody followed it, but the men went in one direction and the bear went in another direction. So this bear, like, he shook the men off.
Yeah, he Scooby-Dooed them?
Yes, yeah, the bear Scooby-Dooed this 50-man crew and turned around and went back to the house, the one that they were guarding. Now, in this house, local women and children had all gathered for safety.
And now all the men are chasing a bear that's back where it started.
Yeah, it successfully Scooby-Dooed them.
Yep.
Now that the house was unguarded, the bear literally flew through a window. I cannot even imagine the terror. I can't, my heart would just cease. I would just drop dead right there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of what it would sound like as a bear crashed through a window just...
Oh my God.
But yeah, no, that's gonna be a terrifying sight.
Yes, I would just drop. I'm done. In the initial chaos of this bear coming in the dramatic fashion that it does, a dinner pot was knocked over, dousing the fire that was lighting this place.
Yeah, because it's nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next problem came when the oil lamp that was also being used to light was knocked over and the flame was extinguished.
Bear came in, turned out all the lights. Welcome to your nightmare.
Yes, yes, a literal nightmare. So now we have a rampaging bear in the pitch black house.
Full of women and children.
Yes. Inside of the house was a mother named Yayo and her sons Unkichi, Kinzo, and Yujiro. Also in the house was a pregnant mother named Take with her children's Hariyoshi and Iwao. Yayo tried to flee the house, but her son Yujiro tripped her, which allowed the bear to get a hold of the mother and the baby.
Like Revenant style? Bear clamping onto the back of Leonardo DiCaprio and thrashing him around?
Not quite. The bear was probably revving up for that, but there had been one guard left behind outside the house. And after hearing this initial
commotion and everything in there?
Yes, after hearing that, he went inside and momentarily distracted the bear. So the bear did manage to bite them, but did not kill them.
Okay.
Now the bear has the guard set in his sights, though. And while the guard did try to hide in various places, like behind furniture and things like that, he was eventually caught and mauled to death.
Mowed down.
Yeah.
Yeah, when a bear goes to charge, it's terrifying.
Yeah, and you're in a dark house.
With something almost infinitely stronger than you are.
Yeah. I mean, really, this guy didn't have a chance.
Yeah.
Next on the bear's list were Kinzo and Haruyoshi, which is one son from each mother, who the bear did unfortunately get a hold of and kill, and the other son, Iwao, was mauled. The last person to be attacked on this was the pregnant mother Take, who could be heard begging the bear not to bite her stomach, but her head instead. I know.
That's a sad one.
I know, I'm sorry.
I mean, don't be sorry,
it
it is what it is. But yeah, that's that being your last thing. Don't tear the baby out of me. Let's just end it.
Yeah. It didn't matter though. The bear did kill her and she was partially eaten. That one was brutal.
That's a rough death, yeah.
Yeah. That one, yeah. Yayo did manage to escape and alert the guardsmen wherever they were running around, who quickly returned to the scene of the massacre, and the bear was still there. But again, in the ensuing panic, shots rang out, but missed the bear, allowing it to escape back into the forest.
I'm learning that these early settlers can't shoot for shit.
They're like stormtroopers.
Yeah, they're exactly like stormtroopers. They can't hit a damn thing.
It is the biggest target, but the bear just keeps getting away.
Yeah, I understand like panicking and stuff not going right and missing shots and all that, but out of like 50 dudes, a couple of y'all couldn't have had your shit together.
I know.
So this bear's at 6 deaths so far.
Yep, 2 from the first attack, 4 from the next one.
Yeah, and then 2 are mauled and get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gone again.
Gone again.
Okay.
This bear is like a demon. Not real. Can't kill him. After this bloodbath, though, the villagers finally decided that maybe instead of just having 50 guys who don't know how to shoot a target, maybe they should consult with a bear hunter.
Smart choice.
Probably should have been made a little bit earlier, but I'm not going to fault them for being in a panic. Yamamoto Haikigachi was a legendary bear hunter, and they had to plead with him to help them. He initially refused because he had turned to the bottle.
He's a drinker.
Yeah, he was more interested in taking shots of alcohol than taking shots at bears.
He liked the rice wine.
Is that any good?
Like sake? Yeah, it's really good.
I don't think I've ever had it.
Sake is very good. Hot plum sake is the bee's knees.
Okay.
It's the best.
Noted. I'll have to try some. Back to Yamamoto, though. He was eventually persuaded after he heard about what the bear had done in this village. He decided, yeah, this one sounds like I need to go in there and help them.
This sounds like, I love movies, so I'm just going to reference every movie that I know. But this plot is giving me like Jaws almost.
Oh.
You know, you got the salty old sea captain back there. Oh, I'll do it for this and but I'm doing it my way.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
I feel like that's Yamamoto right now. He's, well, I guess if y'all can't do it, I'll go do it, you know?
I can picture this. I can picture where you're going with this. And yeah, I think that's the vibes.
Yeah, it feels like a movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's Yamamoto up to? He's gonna go help him out.
Yes, but in a absolutely wild way. So on December 12th, 3 days after the first attack, that is how quick this bear is moving. The desperate families set up one of the deceased in front of the house, like lure for the bear, hoping that it would come back to try and take this body.
Bait, yeah.
Yes, they're trying to bait the bear. They did this in the hopes that when the bear came back, they could just like surprise snipe it. But the bear, however, seemingly caught on to this or just for whatever reason, came out very briefly, but then turned back around and went into the forest.
He knew he was being set up.
I'm telling you, this bear was like otherworldly.
A tricky bear.
The next day, it was discovered that the Oda household, which was the first crime scene, had been ransacked by the bear, but it was gone once again. But that night, snipers were set up along the edge of the forest, and they saw a shadow moving through the trees, and they all took aim and fired at it.
Was it the bear?
The next morning, on December 14th, bear tracks and blood were found near where they had fired at the shadow, and Yamamoto set off along with a guide to follow the tracks. Yamamoto sees the bear, gets within 20 meters of him, and fires at the bear's heart and head, successfully killing him.
Dropped him and hit him with that double tap.
Yeah, that's Zombieland rule number 2, isn't it?
I don't know what rule number it is, but I know it's in there.
With the bear dead, it was officially determined to be 8.9 feet or 2.7 meters tall and weighed 836 pounds or 379 kilograms.
Almost 100 pounds more than that guy thought it was in the beginning.
Yeah, he was a big fucking bear. He was also discovered to have human flesh in his stomach.
Well, we could have guessed that.
Yeah, but just to verify that this was the correct bear.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
This was their man-eater.
Yep.
In total, 7 people died. 6 from the initial attacks, and 1 who later died from their injuries.
One of them mauled.
Yeah.
Was it the kid or the mom?
It was the kid.
Poor kid.
Yeah. Since this event, novels, manga, or is it manga?
I don't know what the proper pronunciation is. I've always said manga. I've heard a lot of people say manga. It's...
Pick your destiny.
Yeah, Japanese graphic novels.
Okay. So Japanese graphic novels, movies, and other types of medias have been created retelling this story. The Oda home, which was the site of the first attack, has been recreated, and a monument was erected in the spot where the bear was killed for the victims. After this event, though, the village was pretty much abandoned. Too much trauma.
Yeah, that's quite the origin story for a town.
Yeah.
If they were to stay there. It's like, this is what we fought through to stay here.
Yeah. It has since been kind of more modernized. Like now there are things nearby, but for a while the village was just left.
Yeah, not worth it.
Now this is just kind of a side note, but I mentioned up at the top that Japan was having like a record-breaking year for bear attacks.
This year, yes.
Yes. So in this year, 2025, the U.S. Embassy actually issued a warning for Americans living in Japan as the country is experiencing this like huge uptick in bear sightings and attacks. Since April of 2025, 100 people have been attacked with 13 of them dying.
13% death rate.
Yeah, and like, I don't know about you, but I don't picture Japan to be such a deadly country for bears.
Yeah, I didn't know that Japan had big bears.
Big babies, yeah.
I thought they had smaller black bears, but I didn't think they had, like, big brown bears.
Yeah. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, bears are wild animals just, trying to live their lives. So I guess it's just exercise the same common sense that you would anywhere around a bear, If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, lie down. And if it's white, good night. That's the bear rules.
Yep. I don't like the last rule, though.
If it's white, good night.
Yeah. I know that your chances of surviving a polar bear are slim, but it can happen.
Has it ever happened?
Yeah, people have survived encounters. I think the only thing you need to survive any bear attack, including a polar bear, is a heavy melee weapon or a gun and a friend.
A slow friend.
They will be slow after you either shoot them in the kneecap or you hit them with your melee weapon and run your ass out of there. Sorry, friends. Okay, if anybody's learning anything about me in this podcast, you do not want to be in an apocalyptic or extreme situation with me. I will survive.
Yeah, I'm fine with the good night. I'm going to offer my head up to that bear. Make it quick. I can't do this.
I'm kneecapping somebody, and I'm running.
Yeah, you're an animal.
I am an animal. And animals survive.
Not this one.
Just threaten me?
That is my story on the Sankebetsu bear incident.
Pretty crazy. So that's the most deadly one ever recorded, huh? Most deadly bear attack ever?
Yeah, from a single bear. He did work. All that happened
in just a few days.
From the first attack until the bear was officially killed, it was 5 days. He went buck wild.
Well, one thing's for sure is that settlement couldn't bear it.
Oh my God. And we're done. Cut the cameras.
There's no cameras.
Little sad, little interesting, but I hope you guys learned something new this week. You can follow us on Instagram and Threads at Darkives Podcast, or you can send us an email at
thedarkivescommunity@gmail.com. You could also leave a rating and a comment to help support the show.
We would appreciate it. And also send me in some suggestions on stories that you guys want to hear. We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.
See you guys.